RealTalkWithCell, the podcast that talk about anything but politics most of the time. You know, we might dibble and dab in politics, might dibble and dab in sports, life, really anything, you know what I'm saying? Whatever's on my mind and whatever on my viewers' mind or whatever, we gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But welcome to my show, episode 1. It started up right. Alright, I got 2 segments that we're gonna get to. I put up crazy there. We're gonna get into 2 topics, 2 segments, 2 topics, whatever you wanna call it. Alright. This is what we're finna do. Alright, most of this stuff that I'm coming up with has been either been asked or it's something that came to my mind. But this was something I've been asked recently. So let's have a little story time or whatever. But yeah, I'm like, woman asked me my body count, you know, I'm like, baby, I'm 32 years old. I got 3 kids, baby. Shit, matter of fact, you asked me my body count, that let me know right then and there. Man, you don't need to be talking. You too young for me. I remember last time I asked a woman what that body count. I don't even think. I did. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna front. But that was probably 21, 22, something like that. Man, look, baby, I'm a grown ass man. Don't ask me about body count. Cause I ain't gonna ask yours, cause it's none of my business. Really none of my business. Really none of your, I'm gonna cuss. But it's really none of your business too, ma'am. Honestly. None of your business. None of my business. What you got going on? I don't know. You might just 50 people. I don't know. Don't care. None of my business. Well, I take that back, you know. But like I said, it's none of my business. I won't ask. I shouldn't ask. Yeah, I shouldn't ask. Alright, what's the difference between a sneaky link versus a mission? Alright, bro, let me tell you like this here. Alright. Back when I was growing up. Oh, okay, I'm gonna start with sneaky link. Sneaky link, you know what you going over there for. Or they know what y'all finna meet up, y'all know what y'all finna do. It's already established. Y'all finna go get it in or whatever. That's what y'all finna do. That's established already up top. Alright. A mission? Back in the day? Let me tell y'all what a mission is. I mean, niggas still do missions now. I don't do it. I'm celibate. I don't do missions. Right now I'm chilling. But missions is when you got a partner, your other partner tell you to come over, you probably gotta maneuver because he got one that he messing with for sure. You gotta come over there and talk to the other one. And you know what I'm saying? It's not no guarantee that you go get some. Then on top of that, she might not even be attractive to you. Then you might not be attracted to her. She might not be attracted to you. So with that being said, you know, you still gotta take one for the team. You know, you just talk to her. You probably talk to her a couple days. Also, another mission. Excuse me. Another mission is man, look, you might talk to this little that you talk to. You got a number. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work your way in. And back then, when this is why I call them. This is why I say back then was missions. And back then, you might stay here. She might stay 2 blocks over. You on a bike. You going to it, cuz. Late night, you on the house phone. Late, it's a Saturday, you on the house phone, 3 o'clock in the morning. Lights off, you under the cover. Yeah, baby. Nah, I'm asleep right now, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can't wait to see you. Yeah, we can go to the movies next weekend, you know what I'm saying? I love to be there. But I'm telling that's the mission. You putting in effort to get what you trying to get. But it's not a guarantee that you go get it. See, the mission it's not a guarantee you go past the mission. That's a mission. You might get a mission to get a sneaky link too, you know what I'm saying? But the mission, nigga, you had to move a certain way just to get to that mission. It wasn't guaranteed that you would go get it wasn't guaranteed that you would go get something or accomplish your mission. Mission wasn't successful all the time. That's for sure. Matter of fact, I got a story. I got a good mission story right now. Alright, so look. I can't say his name. Can I say my nigga name, bro? I'm gonna say T. If you know, you know. Alright, so I stay in these apartments, right? Alright, so I was talking to the chick. You know, I had just met her. I think I met her I probably met her on a Friday, bro. Yeah, it was a Friday because we were fresh out of school. They were just moving in. And so I was talking to her. And so they Saturday, it was still the Friday. Yeah. Okay, so the Friday, we walking around the whole apartment. We just started talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her that she look good. She telling me I look good. We young now. No. I take that back. I think, we were graduated from high school. So, we were talking. I'm talking to her, we're walking around, we're just having conversations, just good conversation. The vibe was just right. Everything was right. Bro, she was bad, bro. Niggas were hating because I was walking around there with her, bro. Real talk, she was bad, bro. Like she had just moved out there. I don't think she was out there a good month. But so, I told her, I said, what you doing tonight? I said, she said she ain't doing nothing. And I asked her, would she come over to my house? So, I can say this now, my mom probably gonna kill me. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we were talking to her, I was talking to her, stuff like that. So, she said she had a cousin that was coming over. And she said her cousin was, I think she said her cousin around me, my age, and she was like, you got a friend or a brother or something? I was like, dang, at the time, my little brother, he was young. So I was like, you know what, I can call my homeboy T. Called T, I said, T, bro, look, I need you to come over. I said, bro, she got a friend or a cousin or something. I said, bro, she around our age. He talking about, man, I can't come this weekend, bro. It was like, bro, I think he said his mama was tripping or his grandma was tripping. It was something. And so I had, he said, bro, I ain't gonna be able to come. That was like about 6 o'clock. That was about like 6 o'clock. So her friend ended up coming, I want to say like 7. Her friend, cousin, whoever it was, bro, she ended up coming around about like 7. And so when I seen her, I said, oh, I'm looking like, bro, they broke pressure. I called that nigga again. I said, T, look, bro. I said, she yo speed. I said, she brown skin. She thick. And I said, nigga, I know you like them thick because your last ex was a little thick something too. I know you go get her. I know you want her. He started talking about, nah. So the girl ended up asking me, she She said, your friend short too, cause I'm a short king. Put that crown on my head. I'm a short king. I said, nah. I said, my boy tall. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I think he about like 5'11", 5'12", or something like that. To me, that's tall. If it ain't tall to y'all, it's tall to me. Cause like I said, I'm short. I'm 5'2". I might be 5'3", or 5'5". I don't know. But back then, I know I was probably like about 5 feet tall, or something. I don't know. Fuck all that. All right. What I'm saying is, matter of fact, and then I showed her a picture because we had the damn cameras. I showed her the picture. My nigga T had the wave back then too. She said, "Oh, I love a man she said he brown skin. I love a man with the waves." I said, "My dog." Call him again. I said, bro, look. Get on your desktop. I said, bro, I'm finna tell you her name. Look it up on I think it was Facebook. No, we were just out of high school, so it won't be Facebook. Yeah, it had to be Facebook. He looked it up. He said, bro, I'm finna beg my mama to come. Let me come, bro. He said, matter of fact, I'm gonna call you. And he said, you asked my mama, can I come over? I said, all right. He called me back. I said, hey, Mom. I said, I was trying to see could Tony come over. She said, well, Tony in trouble. I don't think he can come over. I just said my boy name. Dang. He could come over. I think it was in Grubber, bro. I can't remember what my boy did. But I told her, I said, I think I lied. And said my mama, I think I lied. I think I told her it was my birthday or something. So she said, oh, well, he can come. I said, I don't have my birthday party tomorrow. And I said, I want him to come tonight. That way he can be here all day with me. And she said, okay. So my boy pulled up probably about like 8, 9 o'clock. I put him on, he seen old girl. Old girl was like, he look even better in person. I was like, my dog. So I'm rapping to old girl. He rapping to her. You know what I'm saying? Got in the house. You know. Did I have? I think I had my cell phone then. First out of high school. Yeah, I had a cell phone. Yeah. So I called her on my phone late that night. We were just talking and stuff, and so yeah, it ended well. You know, me and my boy Tony was some nice gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ended well. Me and my boy was some nice gentlemen. That's all I can say. Yeah, my boy Tony was some nice gentlemen, bro. Yeah. That was a good old day back then. Yeah, boy, rolling like a big shot. Chevy two-tone, something, flip-flop. Alright, let me tell you a story about, let me tell y'all about how I got stood up for a date, bro, back in 2016, fool. Okay, the reason why I thought about this because one of my homeboys that I work with was telling me about how he got stood up on a date. And nigga, my boy felt bad, bro, so I had to tell him how mine was. I told bro, mine was worse. So, alright. So I've been knowing this girl since like I'm gonna say girl, cause it was some lit girl shit to me. Alright, so I've been knowing her since I want to say like middle school or whatever. So I gathered up the courage to ask her on a date. So she was like, she said, I like breakfast. I said, okay. I said, what you want to do? You know, where you want to go? Cause we stay in, we in Jackson. Ain't too many breakfast good spots besides, Cracker Barrel, stuff like that. Little stuff like, kind of little restaurants like that or whatever. So she told me IHOP. So I was like, okay, let's go to IHOP. So I said, what time you want to go? She said she want to go that night. I like, okay, cool. She want to go that night. She said she want to go like about 8 o'clock. No, about 6:30. So I said, okay, let's do it. Boy, I get to IHOP. I pulled up late just so I could, come in and she be there waiting on me, or she'll text me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't late. It was probably about 10 minutes late. I finna say 15, about 10 minutes late. So I get there, I know it's a car one there, so I get out. One of the, I said, table for two. I go sit down, I text her. I said, where you at? She told me she said she was getting dressed. I said, okay. I said, you want me to order your food or what? She told me, yeah. I said, what you want to order? So she told me, I think it was like, I think back then it was the Rooted Tooted Fresh and Fruity. Some shit like that, bro. I remember it come with the pancakes and sausage. And I think pancakes and eggs too. Something like that. But long story short, bro, she never came. So I called her, you know what I'm saying? She answered the phone. She was like, my bad. She said, this thing you up. I'm finna go out with my friends. I was like, damn. Boy, that hit, boy. Hit me right there, boy. I said, bro, not me? Me? It stood up on a date, me? Bro, bro, for everybody that know me, bro, y'all know, ain't no way. Look at me. I stood up on a date, bro. That was wild, bro. 2016. It don't even matter. I was smaller than this. I'm still small now, but I've been in the gym a little bit. But I was way smaller than this though. I probably weigh like 105, 110, something like that. But I'm looking like, dang, you know what I'm saying? That hurt me. So she got in touch with me probably like a year or two later. No, she got in touch with me I think like 2018. Like 2018, 2019, she wanted to retwist my dreads. So, what on the bridge? When I had dreads. What on the bridge, bro? So, like I said, I had to be attracted to her for me to tell her I want to take her out on a date. So, get to her house, I walk to the door. I get to her house, I told her I was outside. She told me to come to the door. She said the door unlocked. So, okay, I text back, okay. So I get to the door, I open the door. You know what I'm saying? She heard me come in. She said, you sit down. She said, you sit down in the chair in the living room. I said, okay, cool. So I'm sitting in the chair. I'm looking around, trying to see what, my surroundings and stuff. I'm like, okay, nice house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nice little house. She come from the back with a towel on. And she just walk straight past me, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep my cool, I'm focused. I'm looking dead at the TV, bro. Tunnel vision, bro. Looking dead at the TV. So, she walked past, I'm trying to keep my focus. And, you know what I'm saying? She said, you wash your hair? I said, nah. I need to wash it. I'm telling y'all I'm stuttering because I'm trying to let y'all know this how I was. I was shocked. Cause I'm walking in your house, you just got a towel on. You already stood me up for a date some years ago. Water on the bridge, whatever. But at the same time, I'm trying to see, what's the deal. So, she kept the towel on while she was washing my hair. So when she got done, she said, I need to dry your hair. I need to get a towel. I said, okay. Bruh. I'm thinking that she finna walk off and go get a towel, bruh. She took the towel off her body and put it on my head. Pissed me the fuck off, bruh. Now, any other nigga probably would've got happy, probably, trying to do something, see her naked. Nah, bruh. You just had that towel on your body. I don't know how long you had that towel. Because some people hold they dry towels by like a week, 2 days, 3 days. 2, you know what I'm saying? It's wet because you just took it off because you just got out the shower. It probably was dry. But at the same time, you just had it on your naked body, bro. Come on. I understand you say you just got out the shower, but nah, bro. We ain't doing it. Man, I snatched that towel out my head. I said, man, look. I said, you can go get another towel, or I'm finna go. So she told me that she thought it was gonna be like it was, it was something that would have turned me on. I said, it probably would have turned me on if you would have did something else, but not putting your nasty towel on me, bro. That's nasty. Now, some people might say it's clean because, hey, bro, it's clean. She got out of the shower wet, and, she just dried her body out with it. I understand, but I don't want nobody else. I mean, bro, kick it with me. You can have sex with a woman with a condom on. Your body fluids, her body fluids, y'all do y'all thing, however it is. Condom, no condom. I understand it. But that's if I'm attracted to you and I'm engaged in what we got going on. At this point, bro, I ain't attracted to you no more because, you know what I'm saying? It's not how it was before. And then, 2, we ain't really just real kindle on for me to get attracted to you in a way where I want to see you naked. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. Don't get me wrong. I see. You you walk by. You got a towel on. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing your figure. Yes, you fine. But bruh, don't put your towel on me like that, bro. Come on, girl, baby. Don't do that to me. But if you wouldn't answer that door without that towel on, yes, ma'am. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, ma'am. I probably would have been thrown off. I ain't gonna lie. But see, that would have been just lust. But yes, Lord. Yes, ma'am. For real. But there was story time, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all boys another time. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube page. You can follow me on Instagram. It's Iamjuicegotti. That's my personal page. And you can check out my my podcast / content creator YouTube page. It's on Instagram. It's RealTalkWithCell. Until next time, bro. I'm kicking with y'all boys. Until next time.